Now, you have been warned. I'm telling you, if you don't listen, more than likely, you and your family are not going to make it. And I am serious as a heart attack. If you don't learn how to live independent without the system, and what I mean is grow food, hunt, fish, forage. If you don't learn these things, also, if you want electricity, you better learn solar and get it while you can. Because I cannot be more clear, and people are just not paying attention. But I'm telling you right there, look what's going on. This inflation is going to keep getting worse and worse to where you are not going to be able to afford food. You're not. Now, you can say, he's just crazy and he's just paranoid. Well, you know what? That's probably true. But it still don't mean that I'm not right. And I'm telling you, if you do not learn how to grow your own food, how to forage, how to fish and hunt and trap and snare, you are not going to be able to afford to feed you or your family. This inflation is going to get, you think it's bad? It's going to get worse before it gets worse. What happened last time? YouTube shut my live off because I was telling some truth. And I'd be surprised if they don't shut this one off. I had to call and raise hell and everything, hours and hours on the freaking phone to get them to turn my live back on. Because they know. And they know I know. But I'm telling you, if you do not become food independent, the price of food is you're going to be priced out. You're not going to be able to afford it. You're not. And if you don't know how to grow food, your own food, and protect it, and if you don't know how to go out and forage and gather food, you're going to starve to death. Your family's going to starve to death. I'm telling you, I'm warning you, you're not going to be able to afford to feed your family. You mark my words. The price of food is going to get unaffordable. And if you are not food independent, you are literally going to starve to death. Your family is literally going to starve to death. And you may say, this guy's crazy. He's just paranoid. Okay. Go ahead. Troll away. Go right ahead. Because you know what? I'm just going to get mean dog tough. And all you people I warned, when your asses are starving to death, when all you had to do was let me teach you, and it's really simple, how to be food independent. It really is. But if you don't know, then you don't know. That's just the way it is. I can't be any more clearer, and I can't make this any more simpler. But if you don't become food independent, you are not going to be able to afford to feed yourself. You're not going to be able to afford to feed your family. And also, if you do not become independent with your electricity, such as if you do not have solar, you are not going to be able to afford to pay the electric bill. You're not. People is already having to choose between food and medicine and electricity and rent. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse. And I don't know what the hell's wrong with people. I don't know why I can't get through to people. But I'm telling you, you've been warned. If you don't break away from the system is going to fail you. And your ass is going to end up in a FEMA camp. And so is your family. That is the direction this thing is going. If you can't see what the hell's going on, I guess you just got to be kind of crazy to see what the hell's going on. You're so complacent watching your freaking football and your NASCAR. You know, look what happened to Rome, okay? Look at a Coliseum. Look at a freaking football field, okay? It's a modern day Coliseum. So give them bread. Let them watch a freaking circus. Let them watch the Coliseum. While y'all are out here just being entertained, and slowly your ship is slowly sinking. And, you know, if you're on your own, you know, okay, it's just you. So, if you're like me, I really don't give a shit about me. I really don't. I am expendable. I'm all used up. I really don't give a damn about me. I don't. But I do care about my family and my grandkids. And, you know, I actually care about people. I'm one of the few weird people, because apparently you gotta be weird nowadays to be a good person. You gotta be weird not to cheat on your spouse. You gotta be weird to at least try to do the right thing. At least try to be a good Christian. I mean, are you going to be perfect? No. But you could at least freaking try. Okay? And I don't know what to say, man. I literally have to raise hell to get through to people. But I'm telling you, I promise you, if you don't become food independent, you and your family are going to starve to death, because you are not going to be able to afford these groceries. If you do not become electric independent, then you're not going to have electricity. It's that simple. It's going to be too expensive. And you're not going to be able to afford it. If you do not take care of yourself and get off of some of these medications that you could get off of if you actually took care of yourself. Like, you know, there's a lot of diabetes that you can reverse it, but you won't. You just keep on eating the same garbage. It's making you sick, because you just take a pill. It's just so much easier to eat garbage and take a pill and just live your life. It's just so much easier to do it that way. And it is. It is. But when your ass can't afford to buy that medicine, What are you going to do? I tell you what you're going to do. Your ass is going to die. Straight up. I can't be no more clearer. And I'm telling you, look, just look at the price of food. Just look at it is right now. Just look at the price of food right now. And yeah, go ahead. Yes, you can reverse diabetes. Do your research, you freaking retard troll. You absolutely can reverse. Now, not all diabetes, but some you can reverse that diabetes. You're a freaking moron and you don't do your research. If you were standing right here, I would bet you any amount of money that a lot of people that's got diabetes, that shit can be reversed. It can. You won't know how I know? My grandpa was freaking diabetic, sticking a needle in his dang old stomach. And through proper diet and nutrition, he got off of that dang old medicine and he didn't have to have it. So diabetes can be reversed, you freaking retard. You don't know shit. Do your research before you go ahead and troll. I don't care. I'm going to laugh my ass off when your ass is starving to death, when your ass is dying because you're too much of a moron to do research and go, oh shit. If I stay away from sugar and I stop eating carbs, then I just might maybe be able to reverse these diabetes. And this is not medical advice, and I am not a doctor. So this is just a disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes only. So, are you entertained? I hope so. You got your little laughy face there, buddy. So I hope you're entertained, because this is entertainment purposes only. I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. But do your freaking research, you numbnuts, and then you'll find out, oh shit, you actually don't know every fucking thing. I don't know everything. Okay? And some of it cannot be reversed, but some of it can, you dumbass. But it's okay. You do you. I really don't give a shit. When somebody's like, I don't care. I do not care about you. See, people like you, I'm going to laugh. And when y'all try to knock on my door and ask me for food, your ass is going to be food. Take it for what it's worth. But I'm that crazy and I'm that fucking hard, okay? And excuse my language, but if I got to use strong language to get through to just one person, I'll do it. I'll do whatever it takes to save somebody's life. I will, because I'm a weirdo. I actually care about people. Okay? But do your research. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. But you've been warned. I'm telling you. You're not going to be able to afford this food, man. You're going to be priced out. You're not going to be able to afford electricity. You're going to be priced out. I recommend, if you can't handle the heat, that you go ahead and buy you some fans, because it's cheaper to run them fans than it is to run that air conditioner. I strongly recommend that you get you some solar and learn how to use it. And get you some backup batteries, because them batteries are you can only cycle electricity through them so much, and then they wear out. That's the problem with solar, but it's really your only choice. Well, I mean, if you got a river running beside your house, you can do hydro, like back in the old days, There is other ways besides solar, okay? But For most people, they don't have a river running next to their house, okay? So, that's really all I got to say. That's all I got to say. So let me see here. I don't care doesn't win an argument, and you are flipping pancakes on the side. And what, bro? Just saying something, and y'all buying it. Okay. Okay. All right. You know what? I don't give a shit, bro. I don't care about you. But there is people in here that I actually care about. And I this is the last time I'm going to say it. And I'm not ever going to say it again. If you don't become food independent, you are not going to be able to afford these groceries. If you don't start producing your own electricity, you are not going to be able to afford this electricity. You're not. AI is going to take most of your jobs. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do when you cannot afford food? Just look how much it is already. And it's going to get worse before it gets worse. This inflation is just getting started. If you knew what I knew, such as study the BRICS nation and what's going on with that, and all that American dollar they was using trading in oil is going to come back. Our dollar is going to be worthless. It already almost is. But you're not going to be able to afford food. You're not going to be able to afford your electricity. So, but like I said, this is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a doctor, and I'm not Nostradamus. I'm not a predictor of the future. Okay? But if things don't change, there's a world of hurt coming. And you better get your asses ready or you're not going to make it. And your family is going to starve to death. And you need to learn how to produce your own fuel. And you need to learn how to produce your own food. So, all you trolls in there, troll away. Go right ahead. Yeah, I'm not going to feel bad for you, but I will feel bad watching your children starve to death because you were too arrogant. Too arrogant and too entitled and had it good for so long that you've never had it rough. So you really don't know what it's like to do without. You're going to find out sooner than you think. So, you've been warned. And if you give a shit, you would share this to your family. At least to your family. To the people you care about, you would say, you know, look at this crazy son of a bitch. He might be right. And what if I am right? You know, what if I'm right? I could be wrong. You know what? I hope I am wrong. I hope everybody points and laughs at me and go, you were wrong. And we're all fat and sassy and happy. I pray to God I'm wrong. Okay? But, for one, I'm a Christian. I read the Bible. I know how this is going to end. So, you do you. But don't come crawling and begging and whining to me. Because, John, you know what? I'm going to harden up. And I'm going to... Matter of fact, you're going to be in serious danger coming on my freaking area. I promise you. Because my dog's got to eat. And if I got hogs, yeah, you're literally, if you are not capable of going medieval, you're not going to make it. You're not. But, like I said, this is just a disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. This is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Are you not entertained? Well, obviously someone is laughing, and they think it's funny. Okay. I hope you're entertained. Good luck. It's the All-American Prepper. Stay ready. Stay dangerous. Stay frosty. And have a blessed day.